Hello, my loyal subjects. Kiba said to her camera. She's back. Lady Kiba, please start making videos again. Lady Kiba must return. I love you Lady K. Thank you for your patience my loyal subjects. But I've finally fully recovered. Which means the videos shall return. Kiba announced proudly. But before we do anything else, I must show you how things have changed since I last broadcasted. So come, let me show you how things have developed. Kiba went to leave her room, with Fu following her carrying the camera. But as soon as she opened the door, she was hit in the face by a cream pie. Ahahaha, played the laugh track as Ko stood in the doorway with a huge smirk on her face. Oh, dear. Run new girl. Run. It's just a prank bro to calm down. LOL. Kiba wiped most of the pie from her face. You must be that Ko girl I've heard so much about. Credit where credit is due, you've definitely left a memorable first impression. So I suppose I should return the favor. She then grabbed Ko by her sides, took her into her room, and then showered her upside down, head first into her small garbage pail. Then she bent the garbage pail, so her head would be stuck. There we go. Kiba dusted her hands and took a wet towel Fu gave her to get the rest of the pie off her, as Ko struggled around, still upside down. Damn. She said you trash. You get what you get. Prank at your own risk. Alright, now we can go, Kiba said as she finished cleaning up. Onwards. XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX. They arrived at the library and found Seikyo reading a book. She was once again in her witch-like attire and was reading what looked like a young adult fantasy novel. Behold, Yami's ultimate creation, and kind of his daughter but he calls her a sister, Kiba said as she revealed Seikyo on camera. A mighty and sentient Grim. Seikyo. What? Yami had a freaking what? Since when could Yami create life? I thought he couldn't make living things. I guess he can make anything. Damn, his quirk is strong. Midoriya is a grandpa now. Ma, they're doing weird shit again. Just think of her as another sister, it makes things easier, Fu said. Kiba, did you just disturb my reading and introduce me to your viewers? Seikyo said as she placed a bookmark in her book and closed it, before looking up at Kiba and Fu. How could we not? You gave me quite the battle before, so I'd like to work with you more, Kiba said. I suppose that could prove helpful in me learning how to use my abilities. Seikyo shrugged. Fine. I'll appear on your little streams. Do you need me for anything? We're just introducing you, Kiba said. Maybe later we can fight, and we can show them what we're made of. Why do I get the feeling Lady Kiba is hiding something? Fight. 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 I have a feeling this stream is gonna have a climactic end. XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX out. Apologies Kiba, we're currently not available to be streamed. Our work must remain a secret until it is done. Oh god, it's something worse than spiders. Don't be rude. At least when Kiba sucks blood she doesn't make the wound itch for no reason. Probably. Looks like the bugs are sticking together. You know that sounds rude when I say it out loud. Everyone, this is Kano, a new sister and Shiruka's partner, Kiba explained. She's also training to be a hero from what I hear. Of course, she is. Most of the kids here want to be heroes. Probably for the best. Yes, Shiruka mentioned it was a great way to advertise our fashion, Kano said, before looking at the camera. If all of you want to look as fabulous as we do, please visit the Midoriya Foundation online store, under the fan page. If you want a custom order please give in your name, address, email, phone number, and measurements and pay, then you'll receive an estimate of when your order will arrive. Due to varying circumstances, orders can be delayed. If you have any complaints please head to our customer service page. Geez, capitalism strikes again. I respect the hustle. Alright, the advertising is done. I think we're done here, Kiba said. Now, let's move on to the main event. XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX And here we are. The most exciting part of our tour. Okay. What the hell could be in a building that small? Maybe it'll be way bigger on the inside like the TARDIS. Maybe it is the TARDIS. Wouldn't surprise me honestly. Kiba and Fu opened the door and inside was a large elevator. They went inside and pushed the down button. The elevator came to life and started bringing them down, underground. A few minutes later, they arrived at their destination, and the doors opened, revealing a seemingly infinite white void. What the fuck? Honestly, I'd be disappointed if it wasn't something insane. Ah yes, of course, they have the void under their property. Of course, they do. What is this? Welcome to the simulation room. Or the sim room. Kiba introduced me. I believe its abilities are best shown, rather than told. Sim room. Take over my stream, and show me a villain attack on the beach. Suddenly, Kiba's stream was no longer being broadcasted via Fu's camera, rather it was being shown on invisible cameras in the room. The room then suddenly shifted and changed, a blue sky hung above them with the sun shining down. The solid ground beneath them was replaced with sand, and an ocean formed in front of them. And just like that, they were on a beach. Then, the most generic-looking villains popped out of the sand, and a big shark-faced villain popped out of the water, surrounding them. What? How? How does that even work? Is that all real? The sim room will make a perfect simulation of almost anything you want, Kiba explained. Room. Change to a city. The sand and water drained away, replaced with roads and concrete, and buildings rose out of the ground until a perfect recreation of a city was made. Change to a volcano, Kiba said. The entire city sunk into the ground turned to hard rock, and a massive volcano emerged from the ground. See, anything, Kiba said. This technology is amazing. I wish I could have one of these so bad. Can someone buy one of these in the Midoriya store? Can I join the Midoriya research branch? Does the UA have one of these? Unfortunately, this place is stupidly expensive. Like there are some countries who couldn't afford one of these. Fu explained we're still working on making the technology less expensive. So for now, it's exclusive to the Midoriya Foundation. That makes sense. Damn it. Why must the rich hog all the good stuff? It probably also uses technology Midoriya doesn't want to get out, so we probably won't see it anytime soon. That sucks. Sad face. Now then. Room. Coliseum. Fu said. The room changed once again, sinking everything into the ground. Then around their feet, a coliseum formed around them, with the two of them at the center. Hey, Kiba. Fu busted out a red vial. Why don't we show them our new power-ups? Fu drank the vial, and a moment later, Fu's body started growing, and Kyosei wrapped around his growing form until Fu was now an All Might-sized monster covered in Kyosei's black goop, with a huge gaping maw with razor-sharp teeth and creepy long red tongue. What the hell was in that vial? Was that Trigger? Did Fu just take a drug? Trigger doesn't look like that, and you have to inject it, not drink it. I don't know what that was. Might concentrate, Fu explained, his voice now deep and monstrous. Made from the might fruit, it can enhance a person's power better than a trigger. But it tears up your body. Lucky for us, that's not a problem. Impressive. But you're a fool if you think you can challenge me, Kiba said, as she cracked her knuckles and wings grew from her back. Since when did she have wings? What the fudge is happening? Behold my quirk awakening, Kiba said proudly. It was a lie of course, but she couldn't very well tell everyone what had actually happened to her. It would hurt her caretaker's image. And this is just the beginning of my new power. Watch. And take note of my terrible power. Fu shot out dozens of tendrils at Kiba, and Kiba tried to fly around and dodge them, but they were too fast and wrapped all around her. Not bad, Kiba smirked, and then the shadows rose up, turning into razor blades, and cutting the tendrils. But not enough. Okay, this is not from a quirk awakening, what really happened during the hiatus. What are you hiding? She really is the queen of eternal darkness now. Is that multiple quirks? Fu shot out more tendrils, but Kiba formed a shadow sword, and cut them all to ribbons, as she flew towards Fu. When she reached him, she rapidly started cutting Fu's body apart. It would have turned him into bite-sized cubes, but Fu's regeneration was so fast, that as soon as she cut him, his wounds healed, making it look like the sword went through him with no damage at all. Fu grabbed Kiba by the mouth and started inserting some of Kyosei into her. Kiba ripped off Fu's hand and flew back. Fu's hand regrew in less than a second, and Fu smirked. Game over. Kiba felt something crawling around her body, and suddenly she couldn't move. Something was keeping her limbs in place from the inside. Well, what did you do? Normally, once a piece of Kyosei separates from the main body, he can't control it anymore. But thanks to the Might Extract, we can control any piece of Kyosei, whether it's attached to us or not. Fu explained. If we wanted, we could stop your blood from flowing, and knock you right out. It's our win. Kiba stared at him, in both wonder and bafflement. But after a few moments, she smiled and laughed. Ahaha. Finally. It looks like you actually won against me for once. Took you long enough. Although I was holding back to be fair. Congrats I guess. Drugs for the win. Well, it's from a fruit so I guess it's natural. We can't call it cheating since it's not like Kiba's using just her own power either, probably. I guess we don't really know what's going on there. Whatever's going up here, I have a feeling it's something Midoriya doesn't want us to know.